Oh, it texted.
Yeah, she should. Yeah.
I'm not going to be there tomorrow for you. It's too late to text. So,
There are a few key principles to keep in mind, because we are cultivating the microbes. It's like a garden more than a conventional composting system. It needs to be cared for. First rule, with standard farm compost, manures, wood chips, leaves, things like that, everything needs to be within 12 inches or less of ambient airflow. So with the original Johnson Su design, there's airflow through the bottom because it's on a pallet covered by breathable landscaping fabric. There's airflow around the exterior, remesh covered by breathable landscaping fabric. And when it's set up, there are PVC pipes inserted which create airflow channels through the center. The microbes also need water, so the thing needs to stay moist, which basically means irrigating at least a little bit every day. You want it about 70% moisture content constantly. So if you squeeze it, it should barely not run water. And you don't want it to freeze. 8 months, it's gonna look gorgeous. Physically, it's ready to use, but the microbes keep developing for another 4 months.
Yes.
Let it go at least a year to get the full benefit of the microbes.
The whole point of the long-standing aerobic compost versus like a regular quick compost is that as it's sitting longer, it gains more bacterial and more fungal differences.
So the more alive it becomes.
Yep.
So the more fungi, everything, yes.
Okay.
So where you guys will see it is an old horse arena that I've been battling for 4 years, and I finally gave up and we dissed the top a little bit and added some organic matter, and we're adding soil amendments a lot today. Johnson & Su compost is so different. Everybody thinks of a big pile of compost when you think of compost, right? That you need lots. I am only going to use 3 to 5 pounds per acre on this. And I'm going to make a slurry. You do not, a little bit goes a long way.
Basically, they're fully aerobic composting systems that cultivate beneficial microbes that establish symbiotic relationships with plants.
Yep.
It turns out that just like we humans have deeply symbiotic relationships with our gut microbes, plants have deeply symbiotic relationships with soil microbes, specifically the microbes that live in the top 4 to 6 inches of soil where oxygen typically penetrates. And by setting up a fully aerobic composting system where oxygen flows through the entire thing as the decomposition process happens, the Johnson Su composting system cultivates the same types of microbes, the fully aerobic microbes, that establish deeply symbiotic relationships with plants. They fix nitrogen. They sequester carbon, bind it up into soil organic matter, increasing water infiltration, increasing water retention. They suppress pathogenic microbes. Some secrete plant growth hormones. There's a whole suite of beneficial functions that these microbes provide. And if you apply them to seeds in the proper way, before planting, you can increase germination rates and plant growth.
As you can see, it's wet, you keep it moist, and then you can make a tea. You can just mix it in a bucket, you pour it on your tree when you plant it or anything like that. It just kind of gives it that extra kick, right? Especially here, we have a lot of clay. You're always fighting clay here, it seems. So this has helped us huge here. So you'll see over here, it's just a regular cement mixer. So I'll take that and we're gonna mix it. So we're gonna coat the seeds, we're gonna inoculate the seeds. So we have winter triticale, we got winter oats, we got some peas. Go ahead and put it in there. So I'm gonna pre-mix it. So it's that easy. You're just pretty much coating it on smaller scales. Just use it in a bucket. I wouldn't go in for the thing.
Okay, that's really dry.
I need 2 people that are gonna help me spread. Who wants to help? Okay. All right, come on. So now we're just gonna spread it even on the tarp. I love it. He's not afraid. Some people are like, manure, compost, no. I love it.
Microbes.
Yes. So you want to let it dry for about 15 minutes, just enough to get it through that no-till. Got it?
And then just seed straight into it.
Yeah, so it's like and then we are trying.
So I would like to add, this is technically a minimum till. It's not heavy enough, you know? Yeah. So we take a chain harrow and we just kind of drag a little bit just to kind of rough that top, just where you get a good seed bed, right?
Raise that residue off, or you can mow it if you don't have the stuff like that. So I just went through there and just.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just, all right guys, we'll head that way. Yeah, so all the way to the back to that tree right there, this is my property. The acequia is right there, we flood irrigate. So I bale grazed, I had the cows on here, so I have manure. I'm gonna seed and water, and then I'm gonna cover it with hay again. Coonies are the ones you saw, the piglets over there, right? The little itty bitty piglets that everybody loves. This is them full size. They're a grazing pig. They're the only true grazing pig in the world that isn't supposed to root. Now they're pigs. They will root if you do not give them the right minerals and vitamins. So we have them on grass, but we supplement pig feed. So this is Chewy Chewy and Mr. Pig.